Let's start out our main exercises with our largest muscle group. Hit those, we're going to do some squats. Starting out with our feet shoulder width apart. Hands across your chest. If you don't know what to do with your hands, just put them across your chest. First movement is going to be hinging those hips backwards, sticking the butt out, and lowering your weight slowly through your heels. Chest out, chin up. Inhaling on your way down, exhaling on your way up. Pushing your weight back up through your heels. Try to avoid bending your torso over. This is a leg exercise, not a back exercise, so try to avoid that. Also, you want to try to avoid having your toes pointed too far out, as your knees would tend to move outward away from the midline of your body. Also, keeping your heels on the floor. You see the heels are coming off the floor. So turn your toes slightly pointed outward so that your knees are going straight forward with the exercise, and keeping your heels on the floor. Chest out, chin up, inhaling on the way down, exhaling as you push your weight back up. To make this harder, you simply add weight, hold some weight. To make it easier, you can use a chair to sit down and stand up from. Your first week, doing 12 reps, up to 16 reps your second week, 30 seconds if you're doing a time workout your first week, and 45 seconds your second week. Next, we're going to move on to one of my favorite workouts, favorite exercises, the push-up. Works your core, your chest, your shoulders, arms, all that. Try to avoid slouching hips, and also hips raised too high, put excess pressure on your shoulders and your back with the slouch hips. Maintain a nice stable spine, head straight, looking at the floor. Those arms, hands directly under your shoulders. When you lower yourself, your arms should be bent 45 degrees away from your body. As you inhale on your way down, exhale as you push up. Modified version was you're on your knees. As you lower yourself, your thighs should come in contact with the floor, as well as your chest. Still bending at the elbows, they're 45 degrees away from your body. Nice neutral spine, head's not up, down, nice and neutral, straight. And to make it even more easier, you can go up to an elevated surface while standing on your knees in a modified position. Hands directly right outside your chest, and lowering yourself slowly, your chest to the raised platform there. Again, keeping a neutral spine, inhaling on the way down, exhaling on the way up. Push-up is one of my favorites. Be one of your favorites too. So, to progress this exercise, you simply come off your knees, or if you're on the elevated surface, come off the elevated surface. To make it easier, of course, go on the elevated surface. First few weeks, 8 to 10 reps. After a month, you'll be able to do 10 to 12 reps. And now we're going to move on to our row exercise, our pull exercise. Don't get this confused, as you may work a little bit of the biceps. This is a back exercise. All right, very important. You maintain a stable spine. You don't want your head down, back, or to either side. Notice how the chest is out and the chin is up. The body is nice and straight. Now, these resistance bands, obviously, is going to depend on you, how much weight you have, how much resistance you have. I have them anchored here to a piece of equipment here in the facility I'm at. So most resistance bands come with a door anchor, so you can use that. Try to avoid using the back too much, swaying while pulling. Just maintain a neutral spine. If you have to do that much swaying, you probably need to reduce the weight. So notice how I'm opening up my chest, squeezing the shoulder blades together, using my back muscles to pull the weight. Inhaling as I release the weight, exhaling as I pull the weight to me, towards me. Great back exercise. Simple. First week, 12 reps. As you get up to your second, third week, up to 16 reps, depending on your weight. On a time workout format, 30 seconds your first week, 45 seconds your second week. And obviously, to make it easier, you decrease the weight. To make it harder, you increase the resistance. On to a Russian twist. Great abdominal workout. You're in a seated position on the floor, maintaining a nice neutral spine, no slouching, no heads to the side. Nice straight back. Chin is up, chest is out, knees are bent. As you begin to exercise, you lean back to give your abs that contraction. Picking up your weighted object, whether it be a medicine ball or what have you. On side to side, tapping the object on the floor, rotating your upper body. Make sure you involve your shoulders a lot. Line them up with your knees. As you rotate, maintaining contraction in your abs. Don't get lazy with it. Just keep those knees bent. Try not to slouch. Head straight, leaning back slightly, maintaining a nice neutral spine, chest out, and breathing, exhaling every time you tap the weight onto the floor. To make this harder, you can add more resistance or increase the amount of time you do it. And to make it easier, you just go down to a basic crunch. First couple weeks, 10 reps. And as you go approach a month, you should be able to do 14, 16 reps. Pretty easy. Obviously, it depends on how many times a week you're working out. I recommend 3 times a week. Here, going with our wall split lunge, wall squat, split lunge, what have you. Starting out on one knee. The forward knee is at a 90-degree angle with the floor. On that back leg, you're on your toes. Hands out in front of you. Push your weight away from the wall as you push up. Maintaining a neutral spine, chest out, chin up. Inhaling as you lower yourself, exhaling as you push up, locking the legs out, and simply lowering yourself back down to the original position. Try to avoid leaning forward too much. Your hands are on the wall to push your weight and also to help you if you need help. As you push your weight up, lock your legs out on your toe, on that back leg, that front leg, that foot should stay flat on the floor. Switch legs, again start from a knelt position. 90 degrees on that front foot. Back foot is on your toes. Hands on the wall in front of you. Maintaining a neutral spine. Pushing upward, chest out, chin up. Inhaling on your way down, exhaling as you push up. Extending both legs. To make this easy, you can go grab a chair and do a seated squat. To make it harder, you just progress to a forward lunge, which we're going to talk about. After a couple weeks or so, you should be able to do 30 seconds of this on each leg. First week, if you're doing reps, 6 reps per leg. After 3 weeks, 8 reps per leg should be sufficient for you. And we're going to move on to our forward walking lunge. Started with shoulders back, hands on the hips, shoulders back, chest out, chin up. Taking a step slightly larger than your normal step. Forward, taking the knee down to the floor and exploding upward. Alternating legs. Obviously, you can do one leg at a time. Keep it on the same leg. I prefer to alternate. Again, here I'm stepping all the way through, not gathering myself in between steps. Requires a little bit more balance as you move, a little bit smoother movement, but it's a little bit more challenging. Here I'm just doing a standard walking lunge. Chest out, shoulders back, chin up, inhaling as I lower myself, exhaling as I explode back up to my original standing position. To make this harder, obviously you grab some weights, hold some weights in your hand. To make it easier, you go back to the prior exercise, which is the split squat. First couple weeks, 8 reps per leg. After week 2, as you go into week 3, 10 reps per leg. If you're doing a time workout, the first couple weeks, 30 seconds, and after that, 45 seconds. And that completes our